Hello, this is Jane Talbot, and I'm just swerving by to update you on something unusual that happened today. Today is Monday, and in the United Kingdom it is a bank holiday. And despite the fact it's a bank holiday, the local swimming pool is open. So I got up early as usual to train on Monday. So I get up at 6:15 and I have myself a cup of coffee before I go to the pool. And one of the first things I do is switch on my phone and check what the workout of the day will be at CrossFit. And the reason I do that is that if I have a powerlifting session scheduled, so I do one of my powerlifting sessions on a Monday, and it's an identical lift, then that gives me a break. So I know I don't have to do the powerlifting session. I can actually work that in to the CrossFit session. So I looked at the CrossFit session, and today is a mega dose of snatches. And I have a strange relationship with snatches. I know they're good for me. I think they're a beautiful thing. They're ideal for supporting my running adventures. Sometimes I can do them and sometimes I can't. And the more I want to do them, the harder they seem to be. So there I am, and I'm looking at the workout, and it is all snatches. All snatches. Well, I make peace with that, switch off my phone and drive to the swimming pool. Car park's practically empty, and I'm thinking this is going to be a really nice swim. And I get into the changing rooms. The lights are usually on. The lights aren't on. They're movement sensitive. I am the first one to cause the lights to switch on. This is all looking good, I think. And then a voice says to me, and it's not my voice, it's a confidence issue. And that voice was so loud that I turned round. But of course no one was there because it was my voice. And I had a little laugh. And I wasn't quite sure what that voice was talking about. I was right. The pool was very quiet this morning. And at any one time, I think there were only 4 of us in. And it meant that we're in like flat water conditions. There was no splashing, no danger of crashing, no danger of swallowing water. All I had to do was swim up and down and count the lengths until I had done a mile. That's 64 lengths in the local pool. And I was just getting into the rhythm. And once I was in the rhythm, then obviously there was a part of me thinking about that voice that said it's a confidence issue. And I started thinking about the snatch. And I started thinking about all the things that my body has shown me it can do over the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, I deadlifted for the very first time 100 kilograms. And for me, that was life-changing. It was very much like when I was training to do my very first ultra marathon. The very first time I ran over 35 miles, that was the longest I'd ever run. It was a physiological experience. It was like the horizon was literally opening up. The world seemed a bigger place. There seemed to be more possibility. It was literally like I was in a different place. And deadlifting 100 kilograms was the same thing for me. Suddenly, I was in a new world. Suddenly, my body felt different to me. And I started to think about that in the pool. And I started to think about the fact that not only was my body showing me that it was undeniably stronger and undeniably good at learning, I also had the insight that you can catch confidence. It's pretty contagious as long as you're standing next to people who have it. Even if they don't know they have it, you can catch it. Last week, we were doing front squats. That's when you carry the weight in the front rack position across your shoulders and squat down. I hadn't in the past been too comfortable doing front squats. I have to say my knee sleeves are helping keep my knees nice and warm. My powerlifting belt is helping. But I wasn't that confident, and until that point last week, I think the most I'd managed was, 37 kilos, something like that. And last week I trained with a woman called Samantha. Whenever the big lifts are on, Samantha comes in. The way she relates to her bar, it's phenomenal. She just strides up to it, she takes it and she does it. And I was training with Samantha and I wasn't too confident about doing this front squat, even though I'd already got my 100-kilogram deadlift literally under my belt. We started warming up and we got to a certain point and I said, do you want to put a little bit more weight on, get closer to your squatting weight? And she said, no, I'm just going to do it. And I think what she said, the way she said it, she was so aligned, so congruent. It was like, I caught it. And I squatted 55 kilograms, my own body weight. And so I thought to myself, in how many different ways is it possible that I can catch that confidence that's just out there available? And in how many different ways can I trust my body even more? It was a major thing. And it's not even just about trusting my body. And it's not even just about the confidence to do physical things. There are other things which I think, it is just a matter of confidence because you've got so many reference experiences of having succeeded with the same skill set. It's just a matter of time before you do it. How brilliant is that? Keep you posted.